Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Today is day 83 of the 100 Days Python Programming Challenge. And the topic for today, we're going to use template and Jinja2 in our Flask application. We're going to explore the Flask template engine, the Jinja2, and we'll use this to dynamically render HTML content and pass data to templates. Are you excited? Have you been enjoying our Flask tutorial so far? Let me know in the comments. It's day 83 of the 100 Days Python Programming Challenge. Hello everyone and welcome back to this is the second day of the Flask tutorial, and I have to ask, if you watched yesterday's video, how was it? Were you able to install Flask? Were you able to create the web page with just the name, the return hello world or hello for me? Were you able to do that? If you're not able to do that, let me know in the comments if you got an error, if everything works fine, because we would proceed on that today. So what are we going to be doing today? Today we will be working with templates, with HTML template in Flask, and we will be using something called the Jinja2. Jinja2. And if you're wondering that what is the Jinja2, it is a modern and it's a powerful templating engine for Python. And it is the default templating engine used by Flask. And it allows developers to create dynamic HTML pages by combining Python logic with static HTML templates. So with Jinja2, you can embed variables, loops, conditions, and filters directly into your HTML file. So today is just going to be a simple, we'll create an HTML template and then we'll put like dynamic data in it. So first thing is to set up your project. So we have to add our HTML file into our list of files here. How you assemble or how you arrange your files is based on you, but you have to make sure that it is well organized. Your templates are in a particular folder, your CSS are in a folder, your JavaScript, so they're easily accessible, especially when you're working on large projects. You have to make sure that your files are organized in a ways that you can easily get them. They're organized in a way that you can really easily access them, and everything should work fine. So since my HTML, my index.html is going to be a template file, so I would have a template folder. And in this folder, I'm going to put all my HTML codes. You can also have separate, because if you have like backend codes and front end code, you can put them in like separate folder, like admin folder, user folder. Just depends on what you want. Just make sure that they are properly organized and you should be fine. So I have my template folder, and in that template folder, I'm going to add a new file, which will be my index.html file. And I've opened the file. And then what I'm just going to do is because this is not an HTML tutorial, so I'm not really going to dive into the HTML part of it. Maybe later I can make like tutorials about HTML and CSS, but this is a Python tutorial. So you see in the body of our HTML code, we have the h1 tag and we have the paragraph tag. And you see we have welcome to Flask, and we have these two brackets, these two coily braces, is to accept our dynamic data that we would send from our app.py. And you see we also have today's special message, and then we have this. So what's the name and the message that you see there, the information that would be displayed, we would send it from our app.py file. So let's go to the app.py file. So this is the same code we had yesterday. Return hello for me. But instead, we're not doing that because I want to use this HTML file. You see, we have both name and message. And what I would have here is now what is my name and what is the message. So my name is Fumi, and then the message can be any message. And this is my message, that Flask makes web development fun and simple. So now, how do I now do the connection, do the link between this and my index.html? I will do that by using my render template. So we have to import render template from Flask. And you might be wondering that what is render template? Render template is a function that is used to render HTML template and return them as responses to the client, that is your browser. It allows you to create dynamic web pages by combining static HTML files with data from your Flask app. That's what we want to have. Instead of having static, I can just easily put my name and I can easily just put the message here, but making it not a static HTML. I'm using my render template because I want to create dynamic web pages. And you just import it because we're still getting it from Flask. So I just added it to my import. So we have import Flask and we also have render template. So let me show you how we will do that with our name and our message. We're going to return render template and then the file name. Our file name is index.html and we have our name equals to name and our message is then going to be equal to message. So this is what we have. We have our templates that we imported from Flask, and this is my file name, index.html, and name. What is name? That is what I have here, and then message is what I have here. So they're both name equals to name. You can rename them if you want, so you don't have like similar variable names and the rest. And message equals to message. And then when I save the file and when I go to my page, we see welcome to Flask for me, which was what we had, here. Welcome to Flask. And then the name, it's taking the name from the app.py. And then today's special message, it's taking the message from the app.py. So Flask makes web development fun and simple. So this is how we're able to render templates using the render template function in Flask, because now we're able to create dynamic forms. And remember, to run your app.py, you use Python app.py, and then it just like keeps running until you get an error or something breaks, and then you don't have to like run it every time. So this is how we're able to add dynamic context by using the two curly braces and putting our variable name in the middle and then the message in the middle of our two curly braces. It can go on and on and on. I know people might be wondering that when would we use this? Imagine if you have like data from your database. Remember, sometimes when you go to a particular website, it shows your name like "Hello, welcome to the site" or something like that. Where is it getting the data from? Maybe from a database. So that is, and the data is dynamic for every user. So it's not possible to like specify it in your HTML because then that will just be static data. But if it's coming from your Python file, then it can be dynamic. And you can use conditionals in your template. You can have if statements, you can have for loops, you can whatever you want. It is endless, and we would try to cover as much as possible over the next couple of days. So yesterday we learned how to set up Flask, how to set up your Visual Studio and the rest. And today it's about Jinja writing your first template. Please try it out and let me know if you have any questions, and we'll continue tomorrow building our web application in Flask. Thank you so much for watching the tutorial. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you have any questions. The link to the code is in the description to my GitHub. Download it, try it out, and let me know if you have any question. See you tomorrow.